Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Shout out to everybody. I wanted to do a quick little live on this story. Welcome, 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 everybody. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got people coming through. I don't know if the notifications went in. I wouldn't surprise me if they didn't. Shout out to everybody. I see Natalie in the chat. SW Chaos. Welcome, welcome. Who else? Nebulous, I see you. The oil farmer's wife. Welcome. Everybody, welcome. This won't be a very long live, but I wanted to talk a little bit about this, I guess, situation here. This is just crazy story in terms of what it's developing and how it's looking like. Hey, Tinkle Tits. Hey, Shopaholic. Okay, everybody's here. I think the notifications, or maybe it was a really weird notification. Sometimes YouTube does me really dirty. You know what I'm saying? They do me really dirty. So let me tell you what this situation is. You have a woman by the name of Lindsay. I think it's Shiver or Shriver. We'll find out how she says the last name. So her husband hires a private investigator to track her down as she's having this affair with this bartender from the Bahamas, right? Like I was like, what? What's this? Kind of gave me the vibes of some of the other stories that we've been reading. You know, the lady that poisoned her husband, that was one of them. There's been like this trend of 2023 where we have these women that are kind of doing, these kinds of things. But I believe that they were already in the middle of a divorce. So he hires a PI, and the PI basically discovers that there is a murder for hire situation going on. Okay, so the Bahamian bartender lover, okay, confronts him before she plot a murder for hire. There was text messages. There's been an arrest. This is just a lot going on. Hey, Nicole. Wow. So has everybody heard about this? Because I wanted to just touch a little bit on it. Okay. It won't be a lot. It won't be a lot. But let me see. Let's see what CNN is telling us, because CNN definitely has a story covered. So you have an American woman charged with conspiring to kill husband in the Bahamas, still in jail. Now, she might have been released because this was on the 4th. I believe she might have been released based on what I've been picking up. So she was in jail with $100,000 bail. Okay, keep that in mind. So she is an American. She's accused of conspiring to kill husband with two co-defendants in the Bahamas. All right, and so one of those co-defendants is like her lover, I guess. You don't think you've heard of this? This is the craziest. This is crazy. You haven't, it is pretty crazy, right? So let me show you guys. Let's get straight to the news and see what they are reporting. Check this out.
Tonight, a court document obtained by ABC News reveals the shocking text message Bahamian authorities allege a Georgia mother of three sent
Mm,
in a plot to kill her estranged husband while on vacation. Kill him was the WhatsApp message authorities
wow.
say 36-year-old Lindsay Shiver admitted in a police interrogation to sending an alleged hitman, along with photos of her husband Robert Shiver, who Bahamian police say became fearful for his life and the lives of his children. Detectives alerted the former Auburn University football player
It's
to that
crazy.
alleged murder plot only after Lindsay's alleged lover, Terrance Bethel, became a suspect in an unrelated burglary and his phone was obtained in a search warrant.
Yeah, this is great. Cat, I see you. I see you. I see you, love. Red Door, welcome. Everybody, where everybody? Yeah, y'all see that? So there was these text messages. Can you imagine? They were trying to have this man killed. Now I know they were okay, baby bunny. They were going through a divorce. Keep that in mind.
Prosecutors say they discovered those text messages between Lindsay, Bethel, and the alleged would-be hitman, Farron Newbold Jr. All three declined our request for comment.
And it's been my experience that people who plot to kill their spouses almost ultimately always get caught because they don't know what they're doing.
Court
Mm,
documents obtained by ABC News show the Shivers were divorcing after 13 years of
wow.
marriage, with Robert citing adulterous conduct and Lindsay accusing him of physical and mental cruelty and acts of domestic violence. In
Wow.
2020, Shiver posting on social media, the key to a perfect marriage is having two imperfect people who refuse to give up on each other. Lindsay Shiver.
That is so crazy. Okay. And I believe they have 3 children together. Okay. Okay, mama. Keep that in mind. They have 3 kiddos together. Give me one
This
sec.
couple were described as a golden couple, a college football
Crazy.
hero and a cheerleader who fell in love and got married. But now she's under arrest, accused of hiring a hitman to have him killed. Megan Alexander has details.
This former beauty queen is accused of plotting to hire a hitman to kill her estranged husband.
Former beauty queen. All right. And I believe he was a former football player too. No.
A former football hero.
Police charged her in a bizarre murder for hire plot.
Lindsay and Robert Shiver seemed like a golden couple. They met at Auburn University,
Wow.
where she was a cheerleader and he played football. He also signed with the NFL team, the Atlanta Falcons. They married and had 3 children and lived a charmed life with vacations in the Bahamas. Life with you is never boring, and I'm so grateful for you and our 3 beautiful boys, Lindsay once said in a Father's Day tribute. But the glossy image of the perfect life fell apart when Robert Shiver filed for divorce, claiming his wife was having an affair with a 28-year-old man.
Yeah, a 28-year-old man. That's what she was having an affair with. SW said, not another Lori Vallow. Not another Lori Vallow, right? That's what I'm saying.
He met in the Bahamas. The next day, Lindsay filed her own set of divorce papers, saying she was the victim of domestic violence.
Right.
Now, Bahamian police say 36-year-old Lindsay conspired with her alleged boy toy lover, who is 8 years younger, to hire a hitman to kill her estranged husband.
They said boy toy lover. Yeah, Inside Edition is a mess in their reporting. Like, that's crazy. Queen Bella says, wasn't she at the house owned by her in-laws with the That's what I heard too, Queen Bella.
This is her alleged lover, identified by police as Terrance Bethel, under arrest. His friend, 29-year-old Farron Newbold, was also arrested for his purported role. That's Lindsay Shiver bringing up the rear.
She looks pretty young. No, your Beach Life, your messages are not blocked. I see you. We see you. Why is everybody? Can y'all see me? I can see your messages. I don't see anybody blocked. Like the third person who said, can you guys see my messages? I see you. Shout out to you guys.
You've got all the elements. You've got money. You've got power. You've got sex. And you've got mystery.
The prison where she was being held after she was charged is notorious for its harsh conditions. In a remarkable twist, Lindsay is expected to be released from the facility after her estranged husband reportedly told authorities he didn't object to her getting out.
Wow.
What's the public reaction to this case?
Is there shock? Absolutely, there is shock.
Why wouldn't he object for her to get out? I would be objecting. You know what I'm saying? There's a safety concern here. I mean, that's your own wife, and there's messages, and then she's having an affair. But I think they were going through a divorce, if I remember reading some of that correctly.
People say they just cannot imagine how anything like this could happen in a family like that.
Regarding those domestic abuse allegations, we reached out to Robert Shiver's attorney for comment but did not hear back. As for his allegation that his wife cheated, she says any other relationship she had was during their separation and was condoned by her estranged husband.
That is interesting. Let me stop right here because TikTok, all right, TikTok is like, you know TikTok is a different level of a whole different monster, okay? Because they're capturing everything that is going on. This is around the time her release, her and her partner, lover, whatever. Whoa. This is her. Do I see a smile? That's crazy. Right, Mimi. That's what I'm saying. Why not just like, look, I'm looking at their face. They got a little smile thing going on. He's 28, you know? What happened here? He's a bartender, 28 years old. No. I know. I'm laughing at your guys' comments. Hold up, okay? Let me go back because everybody's talking about this. We're here.
So news in the Lindsay Shiver investigation is slowly trickling in, and there has been a document that was either released or leaked that I want to share with you guys. Okay, so as you can see, this document is small. It looks like it was cut off about halfway through the document and the edges are cut off, but I can make out the majority of the document. However, I may have to look to my computer screen to reference so I don't misspeak and say something incorrect. This document is from the Royal Bahamian Police, and it is called the Initial Report to the Prosecutor. And it says that on Friday, July the 21st, that Robert Shiver reported to police that he had spoken with detectives and that they told Robert that they had learned of a plot to murder him. The detectives also told Robert that this murder for hire was solicited by his wife Lindsay and her lover Adrien Bethel.
Wow.
At this time, Robert requested police assistance in the matter because he feared for his life and the lives of his children. The defendants were later brought to the Marsh Harbor police station where detectives issued a search warrant and began to search their electronic devices. And this is where they uncovered the murder for hire plot in their WhatsApp messages. Now pay attention to this next part. It says that the defendants were later interviewed in the presence of, you can see the attorney's name cut off right there on the right-hand side of the screen, but you can see his first name is Ian and the last name starts with a C and an A. I'll come back to this later. They were all asked to give a statement, to which they all declined, and then they were all invited to give a written statement, and they also declined to do that as well. And then it says that detectives received additional information that led to Lindsay Shiver being asked a series of questions. In this series of questions, she did admit to sending WhatsApp messages of Robert's photo with the message, quote, "kill him."
That is crazy.
And then it says that she was invited to give a written statement. I assume that they mean this is the second time that they've invited her to give a written statement, and she declined that.
Wow.
Now, remember the attorney's name that was cut off in that document? This is that attorney, Ian Cargill Jr., and CNN reports that Lindsay Shiver has hired him as her attorney. Now, I've had several people reach out to me as sources in this story, and they say that Adrien Bethel was fired from another bar where he was terminated for stealing. And this is when he went to work for.
And Adrien Bethel is the person that she's having an affair with? Lord have mercy, he can't keep a bartending job? What's going on?
Grabbers. It has been reported that the cameras at Grabbers were cut off and that the safe was found in a bush with no damage with the door shut. And it was not until investigators opened the safe that they realized that the money was gone. So many suspect that Adrien is in fact responsible for this robbery.
Wow.
Because reports say that he was one of the only few that had the combination to the safe. Hey guys. So news in the Lindsay Shiver investigation.
That is crazy. Okay. So we're talking about Lindsay Shiver, she's a mom of 3 children. She was essentially in the middle of a divorce that we know of and was having an affair with a man. They had a house in the Bahamas, okay? And he was a bartender, a Bahamian bartender, okay, by the name of, I think Adrien is his name. She is 36 and he is 28. They have 3 children. And Lindsay decides to, I don't know, do a murder for hire situation with her husband, who she's going through a divorce. The husband hires a PI, and I believe through that, they're able to find out that there's an actual murder for hire plot situation happening. Yeah. Okay. So we're finding out that Adrien was actually fired from another bar for stealing. Yeah.
So y'all know the story about how Lindsay Shiver was plotting to murder her husband, who is a former Auburn football player, and he had a brief stint in the NFL.
Wow.
Right? Well, it just got weirder because the husband, who was about to be, helped bail out his wife. And keep in mind, this title is very misleading because he didn't pay the $100K bond. He just didn't contest it. But I guess that speaks for Robert's character, because if I was him and I knew that my significant other was cheating on me and hired a hitman to end my life, I'd be keeping them behind bars.
Well, and that is a question. This is a question. I want to ask you guys a question. Now that they brought this up, and I might do a little poll here. What would you do? All right. If your significant other, you have 3 children, and there is a murder for hire situation going on, all right, would you bail them out? or not contest what is happening, I guess, because he didn't really bail them out. He just didn't contest it. Would you guys agree to, or I guess that's my question is, would you let them sit there and hang out in jail for the amount of time that they need to get their shit together? I don't know. Would you bail out your significant other, partner, husband, wife, whatever, partner, spouse, okay, after a murder for hire plot? And of course, this would be a murder. They would want to murder you. Okay, keep that in mind. Let me ask the community. Make sure you're voting and you're hitting that like button. It does help in the algorithm. Shout out to the 180 plus people in the chat. Shout out to you guys. Y'all said no. Answer the poll. Jessica Joe's like, no. She didn't say nothing. She said no. No. No, rabbit. No. Oh my, we already got 40. Not one person said yes. 40 votes. 45. Not one person said yes. Lord have mercy, y'all. Y'all wouldn't find it in your hearts not to contest it, not to put the money to bail them out. You wouldn't find that in your heart to do that. Y'all said hell no. Someone, peace. SW's like, I hate polls, damn it. Y'all are funny. I'm laughing at you guys. Let me see what everybody's saying in the chat. Hold up. Thank you. Shada's a mess. She said, consensually smash that like button. Consent is sexy, y'all. Shout out to you. It needs to say hell no. She said it needs to say hell no. I'm waiting for somebody to say yes. I'm really, let me see. Cause you know we got a poll troll that always has to like see if somebody did say, I know you effing lying. I know you lying. Somebody actually said yes to this poll out of 76. Okay, we got 97 no's and 3% said yes. Who's the poll troll? You better tell on yourself right now. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Thank you. You are not going to change yours. I just think it's funny. It's kind of sad though, honestly. Somebody said it was Dorothy who said yes. Kiki's like, yeah, I said yes. You would not bail your significant other, your spouse. All right? You wouldn't, your baby daddy, you would not do that. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all are too much. Shout out to everybody that's throwing the hearts in the chat. All right. So, it's a little, this situation is sad. They got kids. They got 3 children. This is a vacation home that they had in the Bahamas. That's what I'm hearing, right? And so, for there to have been this murder for hire plot, right? And then she's having this affair with this bartender who has been fired before for stealing. I mean, what led us there? You know, what had happened? He's 28 and she's 36. What happened? This isn't like Stella got her groove back because they're not that like, there's not a huge age gap between 28 and 36. All right. Dorothy says she was kidding. Shout out to Dorothy. I only said a simp would say yes, Kiki. I mean, I don't know. This isn't like Stella got her groove back. Something happened here. Yes. See, and that concerns me, honestly. Beautiful messy ball. They have kids. It's the reason you don't let her out. We don't know what the access looks like. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. I'm just saying, I'm gonna have to send it to Rabbit so y'all can hear the song. Promise it'll be your anthem. What is that? Damn, it's beautiful there. She probably well, if she plans to, I mean, she's not staying in jail there unless she goes. I think, I don't know how this is gonna work out for them. You know, truly.
Okay, guys, we got a little update here. Once again, if you don't believe it, just scroll and roll. This is Peanut Beauty Queen's alleged man, and he is seen walking out of his newly built smart home, hopping into his $50,000 Mercedes, which I get it. The whole Mercedes is not like an expensive thing, whatever. I mean, some Ford costs more than Mercedes. It's the
Well, whose Mercedes is that? Is that hers? Or is that his? Because he got $50,000 Mercedes. Like, whose Mercedes is that? Whose car is that? Just saying.
Point. However, the whole reason I even mention any of that is none of this makes sense. None of these individuals were hurting for connections or money or anything of that sort, it seems. I mean, he's an engineer, aspiring musician, and a politician's son. I'm not fucking buying it. Something about this does not make fucking sense.
Well, was he like fired from a bar or not? Who was this guy anyways? You said she's a sugar mama? Lord. Morrill said he's a held to the nah. That's what he is. That's what he is. Well, her parents had to buy her a home down there for her to have the Bahamian address to be released to jail. Right. That's a good point. That's right. Are those the Royals? Jails are bougie. The jails are pretty bougie down there. I don't know about that. I'm just saying. Look like you better sweep off my feet. Literally, you better sweep the floor if you're going to holler. Right. I just, like, was it worth it? Really? Was it that? I don't get it. You know? It's crazy. You have more images. So she was sending pictures of her ex NFL husband with the message, kill him, to the hitman as they were seen with co-conspirators, lovers being transported to the Bahama prison. That's not good. Not good at all. Hold up. Let me see if I can retype her name real quick and see if anything recent came up. All right, Mama.
That mom is still behind bars, but we're learning more about why she was arrested in the first place.
There's more.
This morning, explosive new details in the alleged murder for hire plot involving a Georgia mother of 3. 36-year-old Lindsay Shiver is accused of conspiring to kill her estranged husband while vacationing in the Bahamas.
Last but not least, I want to thank me.
According to new court documents, Shiver had sent photos of her husband, Robert Shiver, to alleged would-be hitman Farron Newbold Jr., along with the message, kill him. Authorities claiming the mom later admitted in interrogation she did indeed send those text messages. Police first learned about the alleged plot when a cell phone was discovered during an unrelated break-in. Officers discovering messages allegedly detailing the plot to kill between Shiver and her 2 suspected co-conspirators. Court documents show the Shivers were in the middle of a messy divorce after 13 years of marriage, with Robert citing adulterous conduct and Lindsay accusing him of physical and mental cruelty and acts of domestic violence.
13 years of marriage. For that to have happened, I mean, to plot somebody to your husband's murder after 13 years of marriage and 3 children? Like, that's deep. Like, what? I'm sorry, I wouldn't have let... wow.
That has nothing to do with, from the standpoint of, did she plot with 2 other people to kill her husband? That evidence is going to carry the biggest weight.
In the past, Shiver often posting on social media about what she described as the couple's perfect relationship. In 2020, writing, "The key to a perfect marriage is having 2 imperfect people who refuse to give up on each other." Now,
unless they're going to plan to kill each other, right? Like, I guess that's look, some of these, let me tell you something, some of these social media posts don't age very well. Y'all never know, like, you've noticed that some of the social media stuff that people be putting up doesn't age very well, right? It's like you're looking at it 10 years later and you're like, damn, where are we at now? How did we get here? Yes, Queen Bell, the husband, like, I think he was done. He was going to file, but for her to have been like plotting to murder for hire, it's messy, but not dangerous. Sad. Just divorce and move on fast and slow. Absolutely. Right, Mama? If you have children, like, why would you do that? You know? This is...
Okay, so we got a new article by the Daily Mail, and Peanut Beauty Queen's lover was seen for the first time today. And he says all this was blown completely out of proportion by the police, media, everything. That they weren't serious about this. This was more of like a text exchange about, just being pissed off and saying it, not meaning it. Daily Mail found him out of the bar, and he basically said there's no way these charges will stick. He goes on to say that the police have had his phone for 3 weeks now, and there's nothing there. They can go through whatever they want to. They have nothing.
So is the Bahamian lover, is he like I'm hearing different things. Well, I mean, we heard the article where he was fired from for stealing, but he might be coming from money as well. Just curious. Lord, I mean, literally, keep it real. They're gonna take you out. Nicole says, I've been married for 25 years and I've never even had a thought to leave, let alone kill. Wow. Divorce won't put you behind bars. Come on, LOL. Now she can't even have her boy toy. Oh, so it's the lover, the ones whose father is a politician. I mean, that's where that Mercedes is coming through.
Nothing to hide.
Wow.
This was not a serious plot, allegedly. What also blows my mind is there's nobody arrested or anything else mentioned of the break-in at the bar. Something ain't adding up here.
No.
He goes on to say that he loves her. He has way too much respect for her, her children, to even want to hurt their father.
What?
Her ex-husband, whatever. He wasn't going to do it. So I feel like there's just more and more that will come out. I'm still waiting to hear about the whole break-in and all the money being stolen from the bar. But there's not much on that. Okay, so we got a new article by the Daily Mail.
Yeah, so the boy toy's daddy is a politician. Money talks, yo. Money talks. Prenup? I mean, do people? I don't know. That's interesting. Absolutely, Beach Life. Thank you for stopping by. This wasn't going to be a very long live anyways. 7-year itch is more like 4 years, unfortunately. The odds are less than 50% rate of success of marriage. I've been married 31 years. Why doesn't it work anymore? I don't know. I don't know. People get bored, I guess. I don't know. I've been with the same woman for 14 years now, and unfortunately, I could imagine it happening to me. Long story, but sad. Oh my God. Wow. They both came from They did, Sandra. They did. They did. You know what I'm saying? This is just too much. Anyways, guys, I just want to do a little quick true crime story. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if you're watching the replay. This is a very sad situation. Thank you. Aaron says, I've been a sub for a while, but lately able to catch more lives. I'm really enjoying them. Thank you, Aaron. Shout out to you. Hitman's dad is a politician. She confessed to the cops. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's brewing. It's probably going to get bigger later on. I'm just saying. I mean, it's already big, but still. All right, guys. I will see you guys. I have to go head out to tend to baby bunny. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you're ready to do our lives because we have some lives tomorrow. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Rabbits out.